be good to you. Yeah. And I'll tell you why, baby.
What is happening, guys? It's Tom Hewitt, AAK Big T, AAK Original T44 on Twitter. I'm doing this little video for the guys at Pitchtalk because, as I've always said, they've made my Monday nights so more enjoyable, and I've done this little video of some of my best moments so far of Pitchtalk this year. So guys, I hope you watch this and I hope you enjoy some of your favourite wrong moments and funny moments from what I've said on this year's Pitchtalk. Here you go, guys, hope you enjoy it.
Sexual, baby. Sexual, baby. Yeah, right on now.
Stuff of the week.
Oh god.
Another one from Big T. WrestleMania 29 main event handicap match. David Willie and Naughty Cox versus Rod Fanny in a no holds barred match.
Yeah. Now that would get the ratings up.
Mate, that would be a pounding.
And a lot of things out.
That would be a pounding. Oh my god. Big T, goal of the week.
Well, my goal of the week this week is going to Radislaw Miejski's first goal against Crystal Palace at the weekend, because that was an amazing finish, and I was surprised he got himself in on target because the hole did close in on him before he could penetrate it with his unbelievably thick long sword. You see, much like a fanny in a tight spot, when you get down in the area like he did, you literally just got to drop it much like his shorts, your force, and start padding away constantly. And although he did have to stretch to get himself deep in, he found the hole no problem whatsoever and slid himself in. Football is a game of inches, and I swear that hole was so big you could drive a monster truck through it, which I know all about personally. I won't mass debate on this, and I do like to stick it in. Oh, don't put me off. I won't mass
You need
debate.
Jesus.
I won't masturbate on this, and I do like to slip it in once every while, but Radislaw Miejski quite simply gets my goal of the week.
That is champion Roman material right there. Big T?
Well, I'm going to have to go for Phil Neville's own goal because I thought it was absolutely hilarious, because I want Wigan to go down, and his goal, it was a massive spin, and it beat Tim Howard. And it was just hilarious. So Phil Neville's own goal gets my goal of the week for funny reasons only.
Oh my god.
Well, my goal of the week is undoubtedly Alan Judge's 30-yarder against Charlton at the weekend, because that was a finish in the half, and it kept County on course for a memorable 4-2 win at Charlton. So if there's any haters out there still moaning about the team, you know what you need to do? You need to know your role, shut your mouth, come talk to me, and I'll gladly show you, just like with the women I've been with, we can keep it going to the very end and finish strongly in your face. Alan Judge, goal of the week.
What Big T is cooking.
Wow.
I'm going to have to go for Tom and Sorensen's own goal against Fulham, because although it was a great strike from Clint Dempsey, it was from like 30 yards, but the fact that it bounced off Sorensen's head, off the bar and into the net, it was hilarious. So yeah, Tom Sorensen's own goal gets my goal of the week.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Big T. Flop of the week.
Well, I'm really surprised, but my flop of the week has got to be Alex McLeish, because for simply putting Emil Heskey in the starting 11, because for me, that's like putting Barack Obama in a strip club, because mate, it just doesn't go. Heskey belongs in a retirement home, simple as. Alex McLeish, flop of the week, man.
I have to say though, KSI legitimating would strongly disagree. Strongly disagree.
That was brilliant. Obama in a whorehouse in a strip club. That's genius on the Valentine's Day special. That's genius.
Well, my flop of the week is undoubtedly for the umpteenth time Emil Heskey. Now, I know I say him almost every week, but this week I have a big reason to, because Alex McLeish, you prat. What in the blue hell were you thinking, putting him in the match against Wigan? He must be on some Class A drugs or something, because to me, that's like replacing David Cameron with Bugs Bunny as the Prime Minister. The man is complete and utter joke. He can't hit the target to save his life, which is why he doesn't have kids, thank gosh, and he needs to be shot in both legs and arms and sent to an asylum for life failures. Emil Heskey, flop of the week.
Wow! Big
He went in.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's rant of the week. That's rant of the week easily. Oh, that's quality.
I was going to give it to my missus, who I did give it to in the end for an utter terrible performance on Saturday night. Then I was going to say Emil Heskey for still being allowed to live, breathe and walk with other people in today's world. But I'm going to give my flop of the week to Simon Cox of West Bromwich Albion for simply not starting against Man U and for not being allowed to let off some much needed steam on the pitch by penetrating the very shy David De Gea in goal with his ball. Because let's face it, David De Gea lets balls slip through him anyway, so it won't be too difficult for Cox to slip in and teach him a thing or two, won't it? Simon Cox is my flop of the week, and that is the truth. My flop of the week is Howard Webb, only because I tried to buy Forest referee games, and Jesse, I know you're going to say something, mate, but I'm telling you, Man U have paid for him for his services, and the fact that we can't buy him at Forest to help us stave off relegation, it's an absolute disgrace. So Howard Webb's my flop of the week. I'm sorry, I've got to lay it down there for you all. I've got to lay it on the line, I'm telling you.
You know what, Big T? Nothing but love in my heart, man, just for that comment. Big T, team of the week.
Well, I would have gone for Zambia, but seeing as I saw the news today, I've got to go for Portsmouth because the fact that they're a pyramid administration and they're going to get points deducted, they're going to save Nottingham Forest from getting relegated. So this is my way of saying thank you, Portsmouth, and thank you to the loyalies at the banks. You've saved Nottingham Forest. Portsmouth are my team of the week, hands down.
That
Mock
reason
it.
is harsh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Big team, Mr. Thomas Hewitt, who are you going for? Team of the week.
Well, I've got to say, first of all, the guys who said they like Portsmouth, I love you. My team of the week has got to be Aston Villa, not only because they didn't play this weekend, but because of the fact that they've finally seen the light and they're trying to get rid of Emil Heskey off the wage bill. For me, it's one of the best news I've heard in a long, long time. And I'll say this, Emil Heskey, if you can somehow hear this, I've seen Mickey Mouse and the rest of Disney advertise in Nottingham for a concert in October. So if I were you, I'd stick to making kids laugh because that's all you're ever going to be good at. Aston Villa team of the week, man.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, Big T is heartless.
No, that's a push point right there. That's a rant of the week right there. That has been featured post production. That was just awesome.
Well, I'm going to be very surprising, and I was going to say Sunderland for beating Liverpool, but I know that the straight shooting one will be shooting some in my direction. I'm not talking about any bullets either.
What?
I'm going to say Mansfield Town from the Blue Square Premier because they've won 5 league games in a row, and they're currently in the playoff zone. And Paul Cox, who's a legend by the way, not only for his second name, which I think would be a really fit as an Arsenal manager because of the club's name, and they need some much needed Cox, which I think would live changing room for next season, but because he's really rallied the players up and they're producing some great results. So Mansfield Town, be my team of the week.
Big T, player of the week.
I'm going to have to say my player of the week. I'm going to get this one straight out there for everyone, and I'm going to say Massimo Donati of Palmero in Serie A because of this. I have never, and I mean never, seen anybody penetrate a Batty like he did in my entire life. Really, it was unbelievable. He was on top of him for around 20 minutes. He was in total control, giving him a good seat, making him work as hard as he's ever worked in his entire footballing career, wearing him out, etc. Eventually, though, he did manage to slide out of him very gently and play his own game. AC Milan won the match 4-0, but my word, Massimo Donati take a bow. That was just total annihilation of a Batty. Donati player of the week, hands down.
Oh my god.
Well, excuse me. My player of the week, my hands are stuck quite literally between two, and that's because they have none other than Cox and Good Willie. For the simple fact that they took down, double team, and obliterated the pussy all over the box and tore it apart like a hurricane. Cox impressed me this week, especially for forcing himself down a throat and gave some momentum. That was just something else. I'll tell you something now. I have never, and I mean never, seen so much ejaculation, obliteration and penetration in my life in one single night. Unless you count that video session with Shitu and De Gea and the under-18s. Or that night I was splitting the upright and playing with the slot holes, I mean machines, with my missus in town last weekend. Going off sidetrack for a second, I genuinely feel that Arsenal should appoint Paul Cox as a head coach for the under-16s and have his cousin Simon Cox hit all of the holes on the pitch for the reserves. Also, you can have Good Willie let his balls slip out every now and then and let Cox slide in for a good run-in. And then it can both annihilate the remaining holes with a batty, who would be nicknamed by the team as a tight receiver. Now, that is what I call an attacking formation. You heard it here first, guys. Pussyfield United FC will be up and running by the end of the Cox was doing last night next year. Cox and Good Willie, players of the week.
So wrong on so many levels. Oh my god.
My player of the week, I'm going to go across the channel to the French League and I'm going to say Benjamin Andre AC Ashiko because of one simple fact. He literally tore apart, opened up and exposed Fanny in the Marseille defence and he never gave him a moment's rest. He absolutely dominated and penetrated him. He kept pounding over and over and over again until he finally made a breakthrough and managed to get himself on target. He was on it, literally. Terrific finish as well by Andre when the time came. And Fanny looked absolutely shattered and stretched out. No joke. He looked exhausted. But I can't blame him, I suppose, because Benjamin Andre, you absolute beast of a man, you're my player of the week, hands down.
Man, he got shattered and stretched out. That's a quote of the week.
Oh, God. You know what?
We've got the best fans in the world, man. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. Big T, please, as the final statement before we end the show, who is your flop of life?
Steve McLaren.
For the Dutch accent or for what he did to Forest.
Flop of life, you know. Wow.
Well, he is flop of life. Look what he's done to my club.
It's sexual, baby. And I want to give it all to you. Yeah, right on. I'm right here for you. I know it's gonna be good to you. Yeah. And I'll tell you why, baby. Baby, it's time that you know my love is growing. And I just can't pretend anymore. Because my love is showing. And I know when it's just